Okay, now welcome to the rules. Okay, in probability we have certain rules now. The main rule says that probability of A or B, like if we're having two events, probability of A or B will equal to probability of A plus probability of B minus probability of A and B. A and B means the intersection, right? So intersection yokuthi khona into eme kanje yabo, le intersection le mayikhona if ingekho kanje chaza ukuthi A and B is equals to 0. La intersection njengoba ikhona chaza ukuthi A and B will be i-value, right? Sure. So manje ke la okay, so complementary rule, it's a formula yakhona, probability of A is equals to 1 minus probability of not A. There's a video on complementary. We check. Independent events or independent rule means that probability of A and B is equals to probability of A multiplied by probability of B. So if Basham statement, but the events are independent, because you are allowed to use in the formula the probability of A and B is equals to the product of the probability of A and B, right? So now the question now, A and B are mutually exclusive events. Mutually exclusive meaning ukuthi ahlukene, ne? There is no intersection. This is not mutually exclusive, this is mutually exclusive, right? There is no intersection. So mutually exclusive of. So but if it is given that probability of A is 0.35, probability of B is 0.52. Now we should determine the probability of not A. Leya comment lapha phezulu leya shandisi leya chaza ukuthi is probability of not A. Not A, right? So sesiyazi ukuthi probability of not A will equals to bani? Probability of A is equals to 1 minus probability of not A, right? So sesiyazi ke la ukuthi okay, probability ka A ubani u-0.35, which will equals to 1 minus probability of not A. Thathe lo ize ngapha, lo ize ngapha. So probability of not A will equals to 1 minus 0.35, which is equals to 0.1 minus 0.35, 0.65, 0.65. This is our answer, right? Obungabhala nje from the beginning, ubhale nje probability of not A is equal to 1 minus probability of A, right? Sure. So la probability of A and B, so we're looking for a probability. They didn't say that events are independent. Ukuba bathe events are independent, besizokwenza njani? Besizothatha probability ka A sithi multiply by probability ka B. So ku statement they didn't mention that. But siyabona thina ukuthi since they are mutually exclusive, chaza ukuthi they are disjointed, there is no intersection. So probability of A and B will be 0. 0. Like there is no probability of A and B because they are disjoint. Probability of A or B. Now we're looking for A or B. Since they are A or B. So probability of A or B will equal to ubani? Will equal to the probability ka A plus the probability ka B only, ne? Because it's gonna be minus 0, because the main formula should be probability of A plus probability of B minus the intersection. Since the intersection is 0, because it's just going to be minus 0. So probability of A it's 0.35 plus probability of B is 0.52. Then this is totally answer you to 0.35 plus 0.52. So 0.87. So this is how we answer our question. Rules. So we're gonna go to example number 2. I should get new markers.